Geschlechtsverkehr.
Geschlechtsverkehr.
Because you know the traffic lights, we public folks say Ampel to the traffic lights. But the original word is Lichtzeichen-Signalanlage. Very long. So the word that you are searching for, we young people say sex. I think the older ones say, können wir Geschlechtsverkehr haben?
You're not getting laid, you're just not getting laid. I would like to guess you back you.
Does anybody, oh, we have a moderator.
I love it. You are.
Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello, I'm Ronya. I'm the volunteer here.
Okay, come up on stage with us and so everyone can see your beautiful face. See, there you go. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Great.
I'm Chris.
I'm Paul.
I'm still Zoe.
Hi, still
Hello, Zoe.
Okay, let's get some questions in.
So, yeah, question.
Do I have to stand up again?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
Stand up tall.
Hi.
We don't have rules.
Talking about sex.
Baby.
Not my
All the good things and the bad things let's talk about sex.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
How is it fitting sex after kids all together? Like, do you have
We'd like to make sure it's sex after kids,
Kids, yeah.
not sex nach den Kindern, not mit der Kinder.
It's a completely different
Totally
movie
different movie.
that I wasn't in.
That was fun. We did it. That was a lot of fun because it
It was
was completely
great.
different from Lost Girls. So it was nice to do something with these guys that wasn't involving Vex and Dyson.
Yeah, totally. We shot it actually. We shot it over the weekends because we were actually filming Lost Girl at the time.
That's right.
So we only had time on weekends. So we would meet with the director, which is scheduled 2 days of filming.
Away we go.
There we go.
Film.
Yeah, it was amazing. Roscoe fans were, real pivotal in that as well.
Fundraising.
In the fundraising. They really supported Jeremy's campaign, and we got that show up and running, and
Couldn't have done it without them.
definitely could have done it without them. So we thank you for giving us the possibility of making a really
Has anyone here seen Sex After Kids? 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Einstein.
It's a very cute, fun little movie.
Yeah.
Curious to see how it would translate to German.
Yeah, I think the Julians would like it.
I totally think so.
They had sex.
Yeah. Gosh, they're black and black.
Don't you? You have sex. Yeah.
No, we're Germans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Now,
black.
what's his thing? I mean, no, actually.
If you were
Oh, go
censoring
ahead,
yourself,
Chris.
you absolutely should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, we digress. Thank you for that question. Go watch the movie Sex After Kids.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a question about the other movie you did together with Zoe, Paul Shepherd.
Yeah.
How was it doing it?
That's how Chris and I met.
Yeah.
We didn't know each other before that. We'd heard of each other, through just the industry, but we hadn't met. And so that's how we met. And
That was Jeremy. He was the same director as Sex After Kids, but it was his first film.
it was fun too. It was great.
Yeah, and that was shot
I played
extremely low
it.
budget. You do, but you play it very convincingly.
Well, he was crazy.
And I think we shot that movie for $14,000 or something like that.
Yeah, which is like 20 euros or something.
Yeah. But we were lucky because it was a documentary style movie. It was a mockumentary, so we could do long takes and we could really, exactly, really get away with just ripping through scenes a bunch of times. But the weirdest stuff was when it was supposed to be the moments where no camera would be there. It was like, how do you justify a camera being just all left on?
Yeah.
But there was very few scenes like that. But yeah, Zoe and I had got to play our first time on set. I think she was throwing a vase at me.
Yeah. That's right.
And having a complete meltdown.
Yeah, I threw a lot of things at you.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
You went crazy.
Anything in reach, really.
I was
picked
ducking
up
and
and
dodging
threw
at a certain point.
Yeah. I played an ex of his that was not quite over it.
And had recently gotten into the pornography scene
That's
as
right, I was also
fluffer.
into pornography.
Do you know what a fluffer is? Kennst du ein Fluffer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before Zoe was on our shows.
Thank God this acting thing took off.
But it was a great experience. And yeah, it was fast and furious. I think we shot it in 13 days. You know, this is the brilliance of Jeremy Lalonde, is that he's a professional editor. And as he shoots, he's cutting and he knows what he wants, he knows what he needs, and it all, like both films that we've done with him, there are serious moments of doubt during filming, like, is this gonna work? And he makes it work. He's a little genius, that boy. I like that man. Looking forward to what happens when he gets some real money, not 12 euros. 10 euros.
I have a question for Paul. Away from
You have a question for me? Nobody ever has a question for me. Why would you ever ask me a question? I've got nothing to say. Thank you.
You voiced and motioned Jacob Fry in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I did.
Did you play all the games?
Come on, that was my question.
I answered that question today once, but I can answer it again. I played 2 of them. I always play video games, so yeah, and I had a PlayStation and PlayStation 2 at that point. And I played the first 2, and then I got rid of the PlayStation 3, and then I played Unity, Black Flag, and Syndicate. Yeah.
I was also in Assassin's Creed, and I did play the first game right up to the point where you get on the roof of the very first structure, and I couldn't get off the fucking roof. It kept saying, you must stand on the peak, and like I was running around, I was like, no, it was a total game fail.
You couldn't do the leap of faith. That is the only thing you do.
I couldn't figure it, that's why I was like, I'm done. Just gonna go back to my World of Warcraft world and ride my Griffin.
Oh my word.
About myself.
Please don't let this out. Don't let the community know that he never did the leap of faith. I mean, that is embarrassing.
But I'm the bad guy, I don't have to do that shit. I just have to like grumble and like...
Oh my word. I just never knew that.
I couldn't find the activation point. It was like walk up and press hope, and I was like,
This really changes how I feel about you now.
sorry, I failed you, Paul. Moving away from me now. I'm excellent at Halo, though. That's not redeeming at all, is it? Who here has finished Halo, the first one on Legendary mode, all by yourself? Put it
All by yourself.
all by yourself. Look at this, the only one in the room. Master cheat, yo. People who play that fucking fly shit through space.
But he can't do a leap of faith. It's 101 Assassin's Creed. Like, even my 4-year-old daughter can do a leap of faith.
I think I blamed the disc. I had a faulty game.
Oh.
Oh my God, let's get back to sex. Jesus.
What, right here on the table? Alright. Who'd like to have sex?
We have a
Oh, we have a question all the way back there. That's where our moderator went.
Oh,
Back.
okay.
I have a question for Chris. Was there a difference between shooting the Tudors and Lost Girl?
No.
$10.
Yeah, exactly. About $7 million an episode. No, the Tudors was, I mean, they're very different kind of shows. One was a period piece that was actually, trying to hold to actual history. The writer was fantastic, Michael Hurst. He's a very scholarly writer. And he wrote the Elizabeth the first movie of which, this sort of, the Tudors sort of came out of. And, characters as well, very different. William Compton was a bisexual, very open-minded, sort of very modern man for that era. Not very religiously, not devout. And it was a very fun character to play in that world. And, Lost Girl it's all crazy fantasy, which also is a blast to play. The two, they're like polar opposites, but both are equally fun. And I really grew to enjoy that sort of fantastical acting where you just can create whatever you want. The realities it's up to you. 1,000-year-old werewolf. How do I play that? What do I do with this? And then the opposite of being like an actual historical character, where you can do some research and you're trying to really do honor to somebody else's life. So they were both great, and I love them both. I would do them both again in a heartbeat. And I hope I get a chance to do more work like that. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Did you say for round?
No. One person did a golf clap.
I know, I knew it.
No. Hi, good question.
Talking about Assassin's Creed, soon there will be the first Assassin's Creed movie. Are you going to watch this? And what do you think about it?
Yes, of course I'm going to watch it. Why didn't they cast me? What I think about it, I think they'll do a really good job. From what I know, that Ubisoft work really closely with the production team and Sony, and apparently, they're doing a really good job in paying homage to a franchise series that has like a huge following and a huge world to live up to. So I think they're doing a good job. And the trailer was awesome, bar the music. I think Fassbender is an awesome actor, and it looks like they've done a lot of work with the parkour and a lot of the stunts. So I think the fans are going to love that.
Who's the female lead then? Do you remember?
Well, Marion Cotillard plays the.
Really?
She's in the Animus world.
Wow.
And then I forget. Is it the
Yeah.
Is it the girl who played in Ex Machina? She's in it too.
Really? Wow, that's a killer cast.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
What about
Jeremy Irons is in it.
Yeah,
Jeremy Irons is in it too. Yeah, it's a great cast. It's going to be good. The Warcraft movie, though.
Don't. Has anyone seen the Warcraft movie? One person. 2. And you're admitting it. Good. So, thumbs up, thumbs down? I don't know, I'm just curious, because I want to really
So this
I'm just
review.
I read this yesterday. It's a review of Warcraft. It's a really fun review. It's wow. Presented in garish 3D, so vivid that viewers can practically feel the movie losing money in real time. Warcraft unfolds as though a dungeon master were narrating a very expensive episode of drunk history. You gonna go watch that movie?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be like if you're invested in that world, if you played the game, and there's 10, 15 million people online. Now they'll make their money back, no doubt. It just might suck for everybody else. It's just one piece of shit movie. You know what's funny? Like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Did anyone see Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy here? Yeah. And had you read the book or heard the BBC audio? Yeah. So for those that didn't read the book or hear of anything before, did you like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes.
Yeah. But everyone seems to be always lukewarm about it. And I think if you're dealing with something that has like this big world as base, it's hard to get it across in a 90-minute movie.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Game of Thrones is doing a great job because they have all this time to explore these books.
That's why TV is the place to be. Is because people want to explore those things at the time and the arcs for the characters and everything. You just can't do that in a 90-minute movie. Not enough time. Unless you're Peter Jackson, and you can do it over 3 movies, 3.5 hours each time.
And then the extended version, so the entire thing is actually 12 hours. Hey, what a great idea. Let's make The Hobbit, which is really one book, it should be just one movie.
Yeah. 3 movies. Just do that. It's for people.
Yeah, let's get a bunch of dwarfs talking endlessly about gold and mithril. Yeah, please, anyone, speak out.
Those two sniper people at the end are really freaking me out. Like, look at the ones in the house right there.
Coming back to sex. How weird was it to shoot the sex scene in Lost Girl? Because on TV it looks great. I think it went as far as possible considering the ratings. But how weird was it to shoot it?
You mean any sex scenes?
Yeah, I mean in Lost Girl they're all pretty like.
I don't know. I mean, like I always approach sex scenes like any other scene. You know, it's. I know there should be a more interesting aspect, but it's sort of just another scene that you have to shoot.
It's not a bit more.
But you're naked.
But you're naked. Yeah. There is that.
Which is so much fun.
But it doesn't.
You have a fun story about the first
Yeah,
scene.
the first sex scene I did with Anna Silk in our pilot was really awkward. Okay, so it was one of the scenes, you know, she comes to the door and we've seen she's all bloody and like she needs to have sex to heal. And so we're ramping around the kitchen, but when we had to roll, and it was a coordinated move where it started with me on top and I had to roll her onto me into camera so the lens would find her neck, and as she's grinding, like they would do a CGI, they would, you know, an animation of healing, and then we have to roll back. But while we're waiting, okay, when you're having sex scenes, like as the guy, you get a little cock sock, and it's just a little baggie, you put your junk in. It's nice and neat, a little bow on it. And
There actually is a bow on it.
And then the woman wears, you know, a cover as well. But while we're prepping the scene, while we're getting ready, and I have to roll, I literally have to be on top of her on my hands and knees like this. And this is the only part of me that's being covered. This is up for the whole world. And the whole world happened to be Video Village, which is the director and the producer.
Plus, you were on the monitors.
And there's like, you know, some big hairy grip standing there holding your flag on. That's that, but. It's horrific. I don't like, you know, like.
Did he go?
Is that what you do when you do that? It's like an elevator.
One of the most awkward moments in my filming career. Because you just know, you know, they're not supposed to look, but they're looking, they're like, I can see his asshole.
Oh, people.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so sex scenes, you know, they're, you try to keep them light, you try to have fun,
Yeah,
you know, you try to keep everybody relaxed, and you know, of course, make it look like, you know, you're into each other, which sometimes you're just not, sometimes you are.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new code.
And we all know what that is.
Everyone together now.
Another question. This is good.
I've got a last question for Paul.
Wow! I don't think this has ever happened in my entire career on the road for this. 2 questions in a row on one panel. That's amazing. I feel really important.
There was a scene between Vex and Kenzie, I guess on season 3 or 4, relaxing on the couch and talking about makeup and clothing.
Sorry, we'll be right with you.
Yes, the Vex and Kenzie.
Do you like Vex female design and his outfits and clothing?
Did I like the clothing and all of that sort of stuff? Yeah, I loved that time with working with Ksenia. Yeah, that was great, and it was a lot of fun. You know, crashing on the couch. The thing I loved most about that is I sort of made the choice that Vex was well, he was destitute. It was forced on him. So that he would just eat all the time. So if you look at those episodes, Vex is just stealing food from wherever he goes. And it was brilliant. I had the best time. I was eating chips, I was eating garbage, I was eating anything I could get my hands on. And if you watch, I was just like finishing a pack of crisps, but you know, we do like several takes, and I just kept munching my way through chips the whole time. If I just had entertainment, you know, some porn or something, it would have been great. Yeah, totally. It's going to pull me out of every single hole. Every single hole when something's not funny or interesting.
Not every single hole.
Every single hole.
Well, actually, it's for Paul again.
What? Well, let me come and hug you. In a row. People like me.
You're like Sally Field.
You really like
I hope you won't hate me for the question. It's about Lost Girl, don't worry. But it's, do you consider yourself rather on Team Lauren or Team Dyson?
How dare you put me in that position? How dare you? There's a time I would be lynched for saying either one. What's that? Lauren? Oh, well, clearly Lauren.
Try again.
But you insulted me.
That's it?
I think Vex definitely would be more Team Lauren. I think they worked together a bit more. Although secretly, he was probably really Team Dyson.
He just wanted Dyson for himself.
He really did. And then when he couldn't have Dyson, he thought, I'm going to get his son.
Got awkward there at the end. It was like easy backseat.
Yeah.
Who here has seen Lost Girl all the way through?
Look, actually, let me put that back in the room. Team Lauren, hands up. Team Dyson, hands up. It's 50-50. It's always 50-50.
And then the rest of you really don't give a fuck. They're like anybody but those two.
And they're like, who are those three people on stage right now? Yeah. Everyone else with the guest autograph signing.
Do they realize that we don't understand English? They're fucking Germany?
Germany, why don't they speak German?
Last
talking
question.
nonsense.
The last question.
The last question already? Right, give it to us.
Give
I'm
it to us,
sorry.
baby.
What do you have to say?
Okay, I'm Tim Lauren, I'm Documus fan, so my question is to Zoe, and I want to know which is your favorite scene together with Anna.
Ooh. Talk about you, man.
Well, it's not,
And you can't use boo on this one. That was interesting.
well, there's so many, I mean, Anna and I never stopped having sex on the show for one thing, but there was so many times.
Yeah,
God,
fifth
there's a
season.
million. I don't know if I have a favorite. Like, I accidentally, in one set, I'll tell you a tiny story, which I'm not sure what Anna would think about this story, but here it comes. When I had to, we were doing a sex scene, and I had to look like I was, had been knocked down, and I had to remove her underwear, and actually did on set by mistake. And I took all of her coverage, which Chris was just talking about, with me. So there she was, in the middle, and she had to quickly,
Really?
Wow. Yeah, she had to very quickly
Yeah.
get it all back in. Not that she has anything to put in.
Yeah.
But there's always one ridiculous moment in a sex scene too. Like you generally elbow someone in the face at some point. Yeah.
Everyone's werewolves.
Yeah.
The secondary job in any sex scene is actually to always help each other cover up each other's bits.
Right, which is why what I did
So,
was horrendous.
They just came down with the pants, huh?
Yeah, I was supposed to pull her pants down, but I wasn't. And underneath that was what we used to keep everything protected. But along with it all.
How was it? No. We get a description. Like, just give it back.
I'm not saying one word. All right, well.
We just keep talking.
No, we don't. We'll say goodbye and thank you so very, very, very much for coming.